Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the rookie from the University of Washington.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. To the air, Penix. Here's a screen for Robinson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, Penix. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on first and second down. And then on third down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Here's 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Eluding the pressure right. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. They'll go. Achane. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Here's Tua. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? And running with power here. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have one half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
Throwing on second and long. Tua. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Flush to his right. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. They've got his man. Complete. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. From midfield, here's Tua. They're going deep for Hill. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Tua to throw again. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 41. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Penix. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. And looking to throw, Penix. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw with Penix. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Throwing Tua. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now Tua, right back to Achane on second down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Now first and goal. Tua, they'll run, Achane. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Here's Tua. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane in the final minute, and the Dolphins have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 6-play drive, and it's capped off by the late touchdown. It's a 7-point lead here in the final minute of the game. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. So all eyes on the Falcons. Down 7-0, a little under a minute to go. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up first and 10. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. That one looks like he'll throw here. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. This is 1st and 10. Now Penix. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
And they can't connect, incomplete, but that stops the clock with 1 tick remaining here in this first half. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a Condiments run out now on this game. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the